Hey, welcome back. So glad to have you here. I'm really delighted to introduce my friend, Jason Erickson, who is one of the speakers at this year's Alliance for Massage Therapy Education Educators Summit happening in Tucson this July. That's July 27th through 29th. Wanted to remind you that there's a great pre-conference meeting on the 26th and a wonderful post-conference meeting on the 30th. But the main part of the meeting will be the 27th through 29th of July. And one of our highlighted speakers will be Jason Erickson, who, if you spend any time in the massage therapy groups anywhere on Facebook, you will be familiar with this man's smiling face. So Jason has been moderating social media sites since 1998. Starting in 2012, he built the largest massage practitioner discussion page on Facebook and has been an active influence in creating more massage-related positive online communities. That's an important qualifier. He teaches continuing education classes and can be reached at jasoneseminars@gmail.com. It's very interesting because our viewers may not know that the man behind the control systems of all these little videos is another Twin Cities area social media icon, and that's Ryan Hoyme, the massage nerd. So we have now here the clash of the social media icons. Jason, would you please say a little bit about your topic and why you feel it's really important for people who are attending the meeting to be there?
Sure. I guess the first thing is that I have to say that Ryan Hoyme is one of my heroes.
Too.
And I've had and he's actually in my hometown of Rochester, Minnesota. So I just find it remarkable that I never bumped into him when all those years that I was down there. But social media is one of those things that I think Ryan also kind of pioneered. A massage positive social media with his website and so forth. And it's so vital these days because everybody's on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever it is, and practitioners, students, educators, and all kinds of other health and fitness professions that we interact with are all participating in various discussions. And there's just it's not realistic that this is going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah.
And so how, if people are going to be participating in it, how can it be a positive thing, both for themselves and for the profession as a whole? And one of the things I've noticed in my years moderating discussions on various websites, and particularly in massage therapy and personal trainer related websites, is that there are some folks that really benefit tremendously from their participation. But then I have also seen some people that don't understand how this can be a benefit to them and don't use it the way that they could. And I would really like to see more people really benefit from it.
So when you say benefit, I'd like you to do two things in the short time that we have together. One is to say what exactly you mean by benefit from, and then the other thing is you put this qualifier positive massage therapy communications, and I'd like you to maybe give us a sentence or two about what that means to you in any
Sure.
order.
Well, for one thing, I see some people participating in. I'm going to talk just for a moment about negative experiences. And one of the things that I've seen is that I see, people that have different perspectives, different educational backgrounds, just different ways of thinking come together and encounter each other in an online format, especially if people are not familiar with each other. People tend to forget that this is a real person on the other side of the discussion. And so, and some people, they just don't enter an online discussion with the intent to do anything other than to harass other people. So there is a possibility that people could have a bad experience, either due to intended malice, but sometimes people just simply encounter people that have ideas or are presenting information that might seem contradictory to what they know or believe or what they're comfortable with. And looking at that as and some people take it as a personal attack when no attack is actually intended. And so being able to differentiate that, I think, is an important skill, and that's something that I wish
a learned skill for sure.
That and that's something that can certainly be learned, and a lot of people do learn it through observing other discussions, but it can be a challenge for some people. Some educators get very comfortable with always kind of being the sage on the stage. They're the person with the answers. They've got to be right, and so some educators actually become quite uncomfortable when people ask difficult questions. And I've actually seen some people go, "Why are you asking questions? Of course it's correct. This is so and so," but. Really, we're all people. We're all
shuts down possibly good in discussions. Yeah.
Well, sure. Ruth, I love you to death, but even you can make a mistake once in a while. So,
yeah.
I know
really?
I make mistakes, so it doesn't. I'm always open to having people call me on the carpet and ask tough questions. But the thing is that my career has been dramatically altered in my participation in social media. That's how I was introduced to things like pain science and some of the other things that I'm now known for. Just the fact that I'm giving this presentation, I was invited to give this presentation, and what do I see nowadays? Is I see lots and lots of people asking questions about how can I make online marketing work for me? How can I develop a voice? How can I develop an audience or a following or get more likes or whatever? Yeah. I'm not going to be talking about how to do marketing. There's lots of other people that are really going to focus on marketing. I'm really going to be focusing on how can we use social media to improve positive professional experience for massage therapy students, practitioners, and educators.
Well, I love the idea, and I love that the benefits here go beyond building practice, but enriching one's experience, enriching one's life through really good, juicy, substantial conversations with our cohorts.
Absolutely. I mean, and the thing is that there's people that I felt like I was a very good friend with for years before I actually finally got to meet them face to face. And these are people that in some cases they challenged me and we butted heads and just absolutely disagreed, and yet we were able to really develop a strong mutual respect and even affection. And then when we finally met face to face, it was like we'd known each other for years, which technically we did.
Yeah.
But some of those people became my mentors. Some of them really encouraged me to explore and practice in a number of ways that I might have been more hesitant. Some of their encouragement actually influenced my decision to eventually run for and become president of the AMTA in Minnesota. Some of them developed their appreciation for me. Led to opportunities for me to present or to participate in conferences. And
certainly how you and I connected, and now we do a lot of work together, and it's very
absolutely
exciting.
And at first I was just like in awe of Ruth, and then I got to know you.
That's terrifying. Yeah, and then you got over.
And now I'm like, hey, it's Ruth. I know Ruth.
Well, listen, Jason, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to hearing more about your talk and sharing with our colleagues how we can use social media to build our practice, but also to build our person in this wonderful profession. So, thanks so much for taking some time to be with us, and we will see you in July in Tucson.
I look forward to it. I will bring some good stuff.
Oh, great. Can't wait. All right. Take care.